Good afternoon, morning, evening or night, ladies and gents, and welcome to Corncast 25. I'm your host Alex, joined as always by Dazukos himself.
Hello, I'm Dazukos.
Which one should we whip out for you guys? Let's just go back to the tried and true Beast. How you doing, Beast?
Up, down, all around sort of thing.
And I don't know if you're ready for Teddy.
Hey!
I haven't whipped that out one in a while, so...
Yeah, no, I'm
How does that make you feel?
not good.
You like that?
No.
Before we get too deep into the show, I want to shout out the patrons over at the Jar Media Patreon for making the audio version possible. How we feeling, fellas? It's another week in hell in the UK. Just going on.
Cypher already dragged us down to hell. Whatever the quote is. I don't know what the fucking quote is. Let's go deeper.
It's just... I saw today in the supermarket they're selling like Easter eggs now, and it's like, Jesus Christ, last quarantine is what I associate with Easter eggs and stuff. It's just like a repeat of the year. It's like horrifying.
I am very, very excited.
I'm
excited.
What, for Easter?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like the only thing to look forward to is that we get to overindulge in chocolate. There's nothing else like exciting going on.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to it.
We just got over the overindulged chocolate part of the year. Like the overindulge everything part of the year. Like,
I didn't overindulge, is the thing.
Well, you missed out then.
Yeah,
so
you
I'm
definitely missed
gonna
out.
I'm gonna compensate for that on Easter, and I'm gonna buy loads of Easter eggs for everyone, and I'm gonna eat all of them because I can't leave my house.
That's a great idea.
God damn it. Let's whip out some housekeeping from the last episode then to get everything up to scratch. The Toothpaste Eater says, in regards to Jim throwing some shade at the Green Goblin at some point in the last episode, he says, okay Jim, let me be clear. Green Goblin is not, I repeat, not an actual goblin. In the main universe, Earth 616, Green Goblin is a crazy man who dresses up as a goblin. So I was half right. In the universe Miles Morales lives in, Earth 1610, Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, is a grotesque goblin monster. He became this way after seeing the effects the formula had on Peter. He decided to try it on himself and it went horribly wrong and he became the giant goblin monster. I just wasted 10 minutes of my life telling you mingers about the Green Goblin. Cheers. Why did that take 10 minutes?
Yeah, I was going to say, how
It's
did
like
you...
5 lines.
he had to do his research. Give the guy a break.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you gotta.
What's
fact
the
check
Green
it.
Goblin?
Gotta
Isn't
up
a
that.
goblin. I thought he was. That's why he's called Green Goblin.
Proverbially, he is. I mean, obviously, it depends on whether in Earth, whatever it was, 1,000 million, whether goblins are like a recognized real thing, or whether it's just, he just resembles the. Like, had they already invented in folklore the idea of goblins, and they were like, oh shit, yeah, he looks like one of those now, but he's not really
surely.
a goblin.
And yeah,
He just looks like
Jim
one.
was quoting the Miles universe anyway, which I guess is one of the real
No,
goblins.
but also my point was that he's a goblin.
He's a goblin on my nuts.
It doesn't make it not stupid. It's
Like,
just
What's the similarity between a spider and a goblin? Like the thematic sort of resonance.
Yeah, that's why I assumed it was like a Halloween costume thing.
But what
and then
about,
you've
like-
at least got the costume
Yeah, I
stuff.
can see.
bat
Yeah,
and a
that's
clown.
true.
What the fuck is a bat got to do with a clown?
That's a very good point. But that's because the cringy part of Batman is that he's Batman. You know?
Hmm. Yeah.
Because
It
what
doesn't get much more
Batman
ridiculous than that.
represents is like you don't need to be a bat to represent that. It's just kind of stupid
Mhm.
and comic booky that he is a bat.
Yeah,
And
well, it's just
retconning.
because it's his own personal fear. He's like really scared of bats. But like, why were they like, yeah, you know what animal can we make this child really afraid of? Who's gonna then become Batman? Why not just like dogs? Lots of people are afraid of dogs. Dogman.
Yeah.
Is there a universe where like Indiana Jones became like Snake Man? Based on like the Batman logic.
Yeah.
It's just somehow that would be, I don't know. We're probably gonna see that. Disney's just gonna make it at some point.
Snake Man.
Well, there's an
Well,
Indiana
yeah.
Jones game coming now, so maybe we can have it. That'll
That's
be
true,
it.
yeah.
It'll be a brawler like the Arkham games, and Indiana Jones will become Snake Man at the end.
I really feel like Indy just needs to be retired.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
they need to
completely
leave him
was
agree.
alone. Who the fuck are they going to get to voice Indiana Jones in the game? Because imagine asking Harrison Ford, "Yo, can you voice act a video game?" He'd just be, "Fuck no, I'm not gonna fucking do that."
I hope it's
Yeah,
Nolan
and-
North.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should really, really, definitely be him.
And if not, maybe
Troy
Troy
Baker.
Baker.
That's another great suggestion there. You're really on fire today, actually.
I do love just like trying to predict what people are going to attach themselves to in the comments. Like, is it going to be an incorrect Green Goblin fact? Is it going to be your problems with the end of Lost? Because we had one of those. I was like, I just threw that out there on like such a throwaway line on a couple episodes ago, and someone left this like chunky. Actually, Lost ending is way more profound than.
It's
one of
not.
those
It's bullshit. They made it up as they went along.
No, great. Now we're going to get way more Lost comments. Thanks.
That's true, though. Can't run from the
Actually, up
truth.
to season 3, they had a plan, but past season 3,
If you could just withstand seasons 1 to 6, then
I
it
promise it
starts
gets
getting good
good.
around season 8.
what about 7? Like, you were going to withstand 1 to 6. What'd you do for 7?
No, 7 was the odd one out that was really good that I just recommend everyone watch.
How many seasons of Lost were there, actually?
40.
I actually can't remember.
I can
I
find
only
out.
watched it when it was when it was airing. It was like early
Lost.
2000s to.
I thought it was 6. Oh yeah, there's 6 seasons.
Okay.
And that guy kind of looks like Commander Shepard, is in it. And he plays a character called
yeah.
Jack Shepard, which is
He was
weird.
like the Sam Worthington of that time.
Yeah,
Is this the guy who's in Prison Break as well?
Matthew Fox. No, I don't think he's in Prison Break.
No, he's not in Prison Break, but
In
he's
Party of
also one of
5.
those. Wait, yeah.
He's in Bone Tomahawk.
I forget how like
Tomahawk.
Lost was just everywhere at the time. It
mm.
was like the show.
It was fucking huge. We watched it on fucking TV. Remember, it was on.
Yeah.
I think even the
Yeah, just
BBC had it
looking-
or something, or someone, or
Oh,
ITV.
it came on a bit later than I thought then. 2010? Oh no, that's season 6, sorry. When did it begin then?
2004.
2005, right. Yeah.
That's a mega series.
Thanks, JJ. And he went on and everyone loved everything from then.
Wait, JJ did Lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of the
Oh,
main
God.
reasons that show came to. Yeah, because J.J. Abrams created it along with Damon Lindelof. People might know as one of the like worst names. Like if you see his name attached to like a big project, it's normally like a big. Uh-oh.
He was
Kinda
attached to the Watchmen TV show, which was.
Oh yeah, I might be getting him mixed up actually with
Well, he was also attached to.
Actually, no. This is the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, Lost, Prometheus, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Jeffrey
yeah.
Lieber.
I have heard
No.
Watchmen's actually good, but I haven't seen that one, so I can't comment. But yeah, let's end housekeeping with a question for you, James, just to elaborate a bit on your favourite thing of all time.
Oh, what?
The
What's
Silent
this?
Alien says, I request that James goes into detail on which type of bread is his favourite. White, brown, 50-50, seeded? What's your like default bread?
It's just chunky white bread. Like when you go
you're one of
to
those.
yeah, that's like really thick slices of fresh bread, white bread, fucking delicious. There's nothing like when you go to a bakery, that is the option. You just get a loaf of white bread, and then that's it. I'm that basic.
Do you not do the old Mark Corrigan and get a loaf of white and a loaf of brown, and then you've got like your
Yeah, you got dessert,
main,
dinner and
your
dessert.
No, just white.
damn, not even some seeded in there?
No,
Little extra
fuck
bit
no.
of protein?
No, doesn't go well with the butter.
Yeah, it does.
No, I like my bread plain, and that's all there is to say.
Should have expected it, I guess.
Unless you put bacon and chocolate chips in it, that's when it's quite yummy.
In seeded? Wait,
In
bacon
bread.
bread? What?
Like you make a sandwich.
Oh, you mean
right?
like in between?
Yeah, then you put
Oh,
some
okay.
bacon on it with your
I
butter.
thought you meant like literally baking bacon into a loaf.
Yeah, that's also incredible. But like, just chocolate chips and bread and bacon is a good
What?
combo
Chocolate chips in a sandwich?
with bacon.
What are you talking? What? Hang on.
Because the
I was-
chocolate
Yeah,
melts a bit and it creates.
just get
No,
like
but
lost.
that's not my main issue. My main issue was just the combination of the two things. I didn't want to get into the science per se, just the
They
fact that you're
complement
combining
each
chocolate
other.
and. Because I zoned out from it then, because I was just reading about Matthew Fox, actor in Lost. I just sort of I was going down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I zoned out just for like 10 seconds, and I came back to fucking chocolate and bacon sandwiches.
Is because the chocolate obviously melts with the warm bacon and it creates this nice sweet layer between.
Are you just
He's
making these
bullshitting.
up
He
to
is
just annoy
fucking- he's
people?
lying.
He
Yeah,
is.
no, of course, because
I'm not.
it's just his whole thing, isn't it? It's to be like, oh, what subversive, awful food can I suggest this week?
No,
He's actually getting people to like try it and stuff. He's
like the baked beans and
playing
pasta.
the long game.
I've never had it. It's all just been a fucking ploy from the beginning.
Wait, no, that one's got to be real. The baked beans and pasta. I believe that one, but I think you're trying to like cover your tracks. You're trying to pretend that it was fake the whole time.
No, I've eaten beans and pasta a lot. That's
Yeah, exactly.
that's just one of my things. But this I can say I have tried.
How do you feel on brioche? Where do you stand on brioche?
Brioche has chocolate chips in, and is incredible.
Well, not all
Hence-
brioche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't
you
have to. You can get
can-
like plain. But... No, you're right. You can get
Chocolate
brioche
chip
with chocolate in
brioche
it.
is
Just curious on your
incredible.
sort of opinion on brioche was all.
Brioche is really nice. I've only really had it with sweet stuff because I know you can have brioche with like savoury stuff. I just haven't
Yeah,
tried
brioche
that.
buns is like commonplace.
Oh,
with
yeah, no,
burgers
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, no, I've had that. It just isn't sweet then, is it?
Well, there is a bit of a sweetness to it, but you just don't taste it usually because of the burger and
Yeah.
the cheese
Now brioche is
and the
is-
beans and the pasta that they put in it as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
You should open a restaurant and it's exclusively James's terrible food suggestions.
And it would be
It's
fucking
just
incredible.
loaves. Just
have
call
the
it
breakfast
loaf
menu.
and just only
Yeah.
have loaves. Yeah.
It already exists. It's called Weatherspoons.
Those were, that was, you were one of the first people, you made me aware of its existence, Weatherspoons. Because, obviously the only reason I've used it is to drink in my life. And you, though, you were sort of like a regular, tasty, delicious treat, to go there to Chippers on a Saturday morning and have a horrible shit fry up. And you
They're
would say
so
it was
fucking
shit,
bad.
but you'd still get them all the time.
Yeah, I've only ordered food once from there. and
We went once,
I
and it
regret
was a fucking terrible time. It was the worst Weatherspoons experience I've ever had. It was terrible. And the chip.
I've actually had one of their breakfasts once when I was 17. It was really poor. You know, I couldn't even legally drink still, obviously. So
yeah,
I don't even know.
fair.
I was just there on a morning in Chippenham, and it was just really bad.
The honestly only good thing at Weatherspoons is the alcohol. It's the only reason you go there is for alcohol.
Mhm.
And the pizzas.
But even
They're
then,
fucking shit.
Mate, shut up.
if you're
Jane-
getting the
no.
alcohol, like you're committing like a sin, a moral sin by
Yeah,
going
no,
to
I
a Weatherspoons
completely
instead of just
agree.
like a pub, a local pub.
But the pizza, like compared to that other food, which is all microwaved, the pizza is slightly less shit than the West.
Is it because they like wipe it around the toilet cistern before they serve it and then microwave it or something? Is
Yeah.
that-
Just don't.
I mean, I'll take your
flavour.
word for it. I don't think I'm ever gonna, go for one of their pizzas.
No,
but-
I don't think we'll ever go back.
I think.
I
Go on.
believe very strongly that you should never go to Weatherspoons. Ever. There's no reason to ever go there.
Yeah, they
You're
don't
taking
do
business
anything
away
well.
from pubs. You need the money.
Pretty lame.
Yeah, you could like go to a McDonald's if you want like cheap food where you know what you're getting and stuff.
There are places that do everything better than Weatherspoons
Mhm.
do. They just have obviously a huge selection of alcohol. That's the selling point. A huge selection. There's gimmicky things like the pitchers and shit, cocktail pitchers, and it's I guess a reasonable. It's cheap. It's not a reasonable price. It's cheap compared to everywhere else. But there's a reason why it's cheap, and that's because they
Mhm.
don't give a fuck about
I
any
guess
of their staff, and
they
they
just
can
want
fire
you to
them on
get
a
pissed
whim.
up
Yeah,
and then order their like chips, and you won't complain because you're just out of it.
but the chips
So-
aren't even too bad. That's the only
No,
thing.
they're
They're just
fucking shit.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, you can tell that like there's just so much more like fat and salt in them than is needed. And that's
Yeah.
why they're kind of tasty.
But it's just like for like a bowl of chips and Wetherspoons, it's like just below £2. Just go to fucking McDonald's and get a large fries.
Yeah, I think we've been on the Wetherspoons thing a little while. Why were we on that?
You went down that rabbit hole.
bread.
But why? Oh, bread. Yeah, loaf. Wetherspoons. I think Jim said Wetherspoons, and then it.
Yeah, I also just realised that I proposed the idea of a shop that just sells loaves, forgetting that like bakeries are like Although after COVID there might not be many left.
When was a lot like Greg's used to be a bakery? It wasn't even then. But like, what bakeries are there?
Well, usually they have to be a coffee shop as well. They have to be like a bakery coffee shop.
Yeah.
There's one in Windsor that's quite nice.
There's like none around us though, like at all.
Marlborough probably has one. Like Marlborough would definitely have something like that.
Swindon would.
Yeah, but Swindon's gross and shit.
Yes,
Marlborough's nice.
Terrible. It's just like I can't. If by the time you get there and get the bread, it'll be cold by the time you get home. Like you gotta have that warm bread.
That's not like necessarily the point though. When you go to a bakery like this one for example in Windsor, because it's a coffee shop as well. You can just buy bread from them. You know, you get your coffee, you buy your bread, and then you fuck off. You've had a nice coffee. But the bread, that isn't part of the selling point for me. Whether it's going to be warm when I get it home, like I kind of accept when I buy things, it's going to be cold when I get home, and then I can warm it up if I want.
Have you ever made bread, James? Because like you could just bake it.
No, I've been thinking about this. Someone recommended a bread maker to me, and it's been on my mind because I recently got a coffee machine. I got a coffee machine, and I just fucking drink coffee non-stop, and I love it. I've been considering a bread maker.
You don't even necessarily need a bread maker, you know. Don't get sucked into like another kitchen appliance that you like gimmick, which in my experience growing up, you know, my mum would get a thing, use it for like 4 weeks, like the blender for example. Like the joke about the blender and the white like family household is that you know it gets used a bunch for like 3 weeks and then it just vanishes again for like 2 years. No one uses the blender. You can just make it by hand in, you know, baking tins and shit. You don't need need it.
I like the aesthetic of a bread maker as well as liking the bread maker. I just like.
You're also underestimating James's love for bread.
Yeah.
It's something I'd make every weekend without fail. I love bread that much, so I'm just going to buy a bread maker. I'm going to start making bread for everyone. I'll become a bakery.
Yeah.
James's Bakery.
Boom. Then I'll move to Paris and then open an even bigger one and be fucking the hot boy, the hot bread boy.
What would you call it? Initial B? Initial bread?
I don't know. I haven't got that far. I don't know the name, but it will happen.
There's got to be some like type of bread that you can do a nice little play on your name or a car or some shit.
No, I don't know. I'll figure out.
I don't know if who wants to whip out a topic, but I've got one. I don't know how much fuel this will provide.
Well, if you're uncertain,
I just need to.
I guess just do it.
I just need to share it. So I've rediscovered something important. I feel like the best way to get us all up to speed is just to. I'm gonna play it on my phone, but just listen to it. All right?
No.
You'll quickly understand what's up. I just feel like this is the best way to get everyone on board with what's happening.
I have a problem, and I really need your help. So I grew up in a small country called Fuckistan, and we were really, really poor. I had 19 brothers and sisters. My dad was a bus driver. My other dad was Scott Baio, and they were so broke the entire family could only afford one shoe, which we all had to share. Now fast forward to years later. I start a TikTok account, I teach myself how to produce music, I teach myself how to animate, and I create a really cool animated band called the Upside Downs, who just put out a new song on Spotify called I'm Speaking. The problem is nobody listens to my music because it's terrible. So if every one of you would like, comment, and share this video, and click the link in my bio, it'll take you to Spotify so you can stream my new song. If you all do this for me, then maybe I'll finally have enough money to buy my family the other shoe.
Do you guys recognize that voice?
I think so.
I mean,
Yes.
I have a horrible feeling.
When do you think that was from?
The other day.
Well, he said TikTok, so
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, it was from like a few days ago. He's
The other
he's back,
day.
baby. You're like, I couldn't believe this. Like, I knew your favorite Martian, or what's he called? Equals 3, like Ray William Johnson. Yeah, that's his goddamn name. I knew he was around somewhere.
Always lurking.
I thought he was on Facebook. Yeah, I thought he was lurking on Facebook, and he still is. Yeah, he's like huge on Facebook, and I guess of course he's like got a pretty big TikTok account, and it's got some like really weird shit on it. Like he's just started that band thing again. He must be like obsessed with gorillas or something. He loves this idea of an animated band, and I went on Spotify and listened to some of them, and I swear to God, it's genuinely like the same shit he was doing back with your favorite Martian. It's
What's
like
the band
exact
called?
same.
What's his name?
It's called the Upside Downs.
I'm gonna have to listen.
He's changed like the character design though now. Now he's
Oh,
like
God, that's so bad.
I guess he's still wearing the red hoodie, but yeah, I'll see if I can find him on.
Oh my fucking
Oh
God.
my god.
This
The
animation is
latest,
so
single.
bad.
It's called Pixar Mom. Cube. Like imagine what it's about. All the moms in Pixar are so hot. I want to fuck them all. You know, so that kind of stuff. So called the Upside Downs. Yeah, he did one about Wolverine. It's so bizarre. Like he's like, that's I'm just from all of the Ray William Johnson laws coming back to me. I guess he couldn't use his old like designs and everything and the same branding, but he really wanted to keep doing it. So.
Poor guy.
It's like there is something admirable about it to me. The fact that like he's still doing it. If it's true and he did like teach himself to do all of it, and he's like still releasing it, because half of the songs, the lyrics are about how everyone makes fun of him as well. So it's like he must be doing it for something, for some fucking reason.
For the shoe, right?
Yeah, you mean he needs a shoe?
He needs that other
you
shoe.
could tell from that. There's that really weird part where he like directly says that his music is like terrible.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard that, I was like, "Well, is that like a weird, ironic joke thing you're trying to do?" It sounds like you like recorded it and then forgot to edit that bit out.
So I grew up in a...
What the fuck?
And I create a really cool animated band called The Upside Downs.
A really
Just put
cool
out a new
animated
song on
band.
Spotify called I'm Speaking. The problem is nobody listens to my music because it's terrible. So if every one of you would like...
It's from the horse's mouth. I don't really know what else to fucking what I can say about that. I'd recommend checking out the old track.
I think this timing isn't a coincidence. Sorry, I think this goes deeper. Like the world fucking shuts down for a year, and it's still shut down. And the top YouTube guy, the number one YouTube celebrity from back in the day, just happens to be making a comeback. Something doesn't add up.
Well, I'll agree with something not adding up. There's something very off about
And
this.
it's the numbers on your tax returns, Jamie. What the fuck? Federal government isn't happy with you.
Bitch, I don't make enough money to be taxed.
Oh, I've even gone on like his YouTube channel, and it's all like the resolution is for like TikTok. So he's like abandoned YouTube basically. Yeah, he even says on the video, "Sorry, this video was originally formatted for TikTok, so the animation stops at the 60-second mark."
Wait, does he upload
Bruh.
to Ray William Johnson?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god, yeah.
Have you found it?
Yeah, he uploads his music to Ray William Johnson. 9.6 million subs.
But it's one of those channels where it's just flooded with so much like random shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he does. Yeah, he like roasts people on TikTok.
TikTokers. Roasting a TikToker in 60 seconds.
I saw, yeah, on his like TikTok page, there was this really, it was like the most Ray William Johnson TikTok I could like ever imagine that made me really say in my head, "God damn it, he's back." It was like loads of women like twerking, but you edited in like fart sound effects, like in time with the
my
twerking.
God.
Oh fuck. That's bad.
And of course it had like over 1 million likes on TikTok and stuff, so that really brought me back up to speed on his sense of humor, you know. And he's proof that like someone like him is like completely uncancelable in terms of like the stuff he's said and made. Like if you think about some of those early Your Favorite Martian songs, they're like,
Oh my god.
some of them are just straight up nasty and horrible now.
Bitch got a
You feel like he's,
penis.
like pushing the.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how
like-
How has no one gone after him? You know?
I don't. He's just not relevant enough.
Yeah, they just don't give a shit now. I mean, no one gave a shit then, even.
And he probably was too big to fail at that point because that was kind of early YouTube stuff. Now, when was that? Like 2010.
He was.
Like, that's
he
a
was
long
like
time ago.
He was the first sort of YouTube celebrity, I'd say. Like when.
But his
when...
music project was like really popular though. Like the Your Favorite Martian stuff.
Yeah,
was,
true.
It was huge. Like,
Yeah.
especially for around that time, the views he was getting on those videos was like crazy stuff. But I guess just because of the business side going all tits up behind the scenes, like he had to abandon it, and he must be sour about it. So shout out to what's it called?
No, don't shout
The
it out.
Upside
Downs.
Downs.
Yeah, everyone should check that out if they've got the time.
He's copying the
Load.
Up Down album.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah, and he's got
Jesus,
the Pixar thing. You did a Pixar one, didn't you? You did a
Yeah.
Minecraft fucking Toy Story or whatever.
Holy fuck. Yeah, that's
He's
it.
stealing your thunder.
Lawsuit inbound.
He's gonna have to start another channel
Let's
again.
ruin this project of his now too. So we can have two music projects go down. Fuck. And I guess as a quick aside, I might as well throw out the Kevin James YouTube channel. I didn't know about this until I think Jim told me about it. And again, it's exactly what you'd expect from a Kevin James YouTube channel. What's your favourite vid on it, Jim?
I personally, I quite like
fuck's
the.
Fuck's sake. Fuck both of you.
Can you be quiet for a second?
What?
I'm trying to think. What's it called? The one with Will Smith, that zombie movie with Will Smith.
Oh,
I Am Legend?
I Am
I Am
Legend.
Legend, thank you. Yeah, the I Am Legend one. That's a pure classic.
Oh, okay. So for those who don't know, Kevin James of Adam Sandler fame, he's got a YouTube channel with 877,000 subs, and he's got this this series he does, the Sound Guy series, where he like edits himself into. I'm sure he doesn't do it, but you get someone to edit him in like Jaws or Joker was my personal favorite one. Kevin James and Joker. Okay, I'm so sick of this. Like, it is just like it's like a business tool now, I guess. Just every celebrity's got their channel up, and they just, because they're so fucking rich, they just pay like a group of people to like, oh, what should we edit you into this week, Kevin? Let's do Goodfellas this time, or a nature documentary with Adam Sandler. I just
See,
it's no The Rock, but well, he doesn't like being called The Rock anymore. Actually, does he? He's Dwayne.
His name on YouTube
Like
is
Dwayne's got his
Rock. So
Oh, is
Yeah,
it really?
He's staying as The Rock for me, you know.
Oh,
he can't
I thought
not
he
be
didn't
The
like
Rock. That's his
Yeah.
wrestler name. He is The Rock.
yeah,
yeah, you're
So
right.
no,
He's just The Rock.
That's his slave name. He's not a slave to wrestling anymore. He's not a slave to violence.
Oh yeah.
you haven't
That's
seen
true.
Rampage.
His upload's interesting. Like presidential endorsement videos and stuff like this.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, the Jungle Cruise trailer.
How long until he runs for president?
He needs to be a bit older
I-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
but
little
how
bit
long?
older.
Let's
few
bet
more-
right now.
Well, he needs to bag like another decade of that like Hollywood just ridiculous money that he's making
Yeah.
from these
And he also needs
FNAF
to
and
have,
Furious
like,
movies.
He needs to have a bit of grey, you know, a little bit of silver in his hair and all that.
Mm.
First.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
hair.
Well, you know, he'll let a little bit of it come through, you know.
His eyebrows.
Yeah.
Does he have any hair on his body? Wait a minute.
Probably not.
He probably shaves it all off, huh?
All of it.
I It's drag, he can't have like air resistance. He needs to be moving fast.
I thought you meant drag as in like.
No, I mean in terms of air resistance.
I'm just trying to find a picture of this guy's armpits.
He must do. He must do. Like his I'm on his YouTube channel looking at his. He's like doing some. He's making a drink. He's making a cocktail. Yeah, there's not a single hair on those arms.
Yeah, his armpits are smooth as fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. He is. He's kind of really smooth. Huh.
That's what he cares about.
Shared his skin routine on.
I'm kind of jealous of him.
Yeah, being like the biggest superstar in the world, like, kind of helps with stuff like that, I guess.
Isn't there a movie coming out about him?
But I don't know if you guys want to throw out any of your stuff, topic or whatnot, before we go into the.
Jamie's got something to talk about.
Do I?
You do.
I know Ruben's got a couple things.
I had a thing about I'll leave the longer one. Just do the one about cannibalism, which it was discussed on a other podcast, and I just thought, I'll pose that to here. So, if cannibalism passed through the processes of platform capitalism, and it was, in that, I don't know, like a HelloFresh box was the example that they used, and it's human meat in there, but it's gone through all the processes, so it must be okay. Do you think people would just eat other people because they're being sold it, and it's like, yep, it's good and fine, we assure you?
Yes.
Yeah, there'd be. Yeah, if it was like, it would be down to the advertising department. I can picture like the final season of Mad Men. It's like their final challenge for retards. You've got to literally sell human meat to the masses. Go.
Don has sex with another woman instantly, and show ends.
Yeah.
No conclusion.
They smoke a few cigarettes.
I'm
drink a few
confident.
whiskeys.
I'm confident here that it would be bougie. I'd eat it.
It would be considered like, a delicacy, wouldn't it? To be able to afford. You can afford to eat human meat. You're brave. You're bold. You're ahead of the curve. You are.
Would you have to like do checks? You'd have to like ask at the counter. They got no brain in this, right? Because you can't eat
eat the brain. Yeah, it'd be like a no brain guarantee. Because if you eat the brains, then you die basically.
It's like an ape thing. Like if you eat. Yeah, like you can't eat like monkey brain or human brain or anything like that because there's some name for it. I can't remember. It's really
There's something in the brain which is poisonous to the person eating it.
Well, yeah, because you're not meant to eat each other, and it's meant to sort of discourage eating other.
But we don't tend to eat any brains, really. We don't.
I mean, they used to eat like didn't they eat like pig brain and stuff like that?
There was a tribe in New Guinea.
Kuru, that's right. It's like mad cow disease type thing. Yeah, because like a tribe got it because it was like part of their ritual where they like eat the dead or something. That's like a way of passing on, and they got like horribly ill from it.
Well, apparently there's like places in somewhere that serve brain, monkey brain, that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the monkey brain bit.
It's just human brain.
I probably just got that on my mind because of Indiana Jones, as we were talking about earlier.
Do you think normal people would eat human flesh, though?
Yeah, I would.
No,
it depends
be serious.
How long it had been like a mainstay in culture. There'd be like, some pushback at first, but if it was truly delicious, if that would be like the main factor.
Well,
if it was
I don't
truly
know.
Delectable.
I feel like one of the main factors would have to be like health benefits. Like if you saw
if it turned out it was,
if you saw like the Rock, going back to the Rock eating human flesh in like an advert for this human flesh.
Yeah, it would be The Rock and Kevin Hart. They would be at the forefront of this movement. Maybe Kevin James too. He could do like an ASMR video.
Yeah, Ray William Johnson.
Got some
repping the TikTok side of things.
Eating my meat.
Human meat could be tasty.
No, I think it's more the moral issue.
Forget about the moral
Isn't it?
issue. We're talking about the tastiness of the meat.
It is like a kind of a baked-in thing. Like, you don't tend to eat your own species, do you?
I don't want to. You know, I don't think I would. Yeah, I'd want to do that. Just like if even if it was the only meat left, I'd be like, no, just no meat. Forget it. That's
What
it.
about this then? If there was a company that was set up where you could clone your own material and eat your own like cloned material, it's like a lump of flesh that is like your own flesh,
I
like
eat
cloned
myself.
from you.
It would be the first time I've eaten myself.
Would you do that? Because like the morality is much stranger there, because it's not like you're just grinding up people and farming them.
I just don't think I'd want to even out of curiosity, you know, because there's no.
You don't want to get the hunger.
Well, there's no reason for me to do it to survive, and I don't have any sort of desire to either. There's nothing about it. So, yeah,
I'll
I'm
change
curious
this question.
to try
I'll
that.
change
Wait,
this question.
James, you had an offhand little comment. So I just want to double check something with you. You said it wouldn't be the first time I've eaten myself.
No, I said
you said that. So I want to sort of iron out what exactly you mean.
I said it would be the first time.
No, I don't think you did say that. I think you said what
I think it does sound like he said
I've still got all of my ribs. I can't do that.
Well, I'm just wondering if you've ever tasted
surgery.
your own semen.
No, I haven't. I haven't had that either. But no, let me change this question a bit. So let's just say you can clone your dog. Would you eat your dog if you could clone it? So let's say you've cloned Paisley. So there's like 2 Paisleys. Would you kill the cloned one and eat it?
I have to kill it.
No.
Prepare it myself.
Be dead. It would be dead, and you'd eat it. Would you do it, knowing that is technically Paisley?
Wait, I thought the idea of the clone meat was that you're able to like make the meat without the suffering part being involved.
Then. There's Paisley meat. There's Paisley meat. There's no cruelty involved.
It's not something I like desire or can honestly say I've ever thought about or craved in any way.
But if you were given the opportunity, is there not like a little bit of curiousness?
Yeah, but what
I don't know, because I don't really have that thing for, you know, for some people it's like a real, eating this like rare bird that you like splat open and cook while it's alive, like that I need to try.
I feel like that's sort of a status symbol, you know, saying like I've eaten this really rare.
I think James is right though. It probably would be like crazy expensive to get like cloned meat. You know,
this is what I'm saying.
Type.
Like you're just given.
It would be like a bougie thing.
No, you're just given the opportunity.
Can you imagine all the like
everyone
YouTube channels
in the world
like
is given the opportunity?
Mr. Beast to be like eating all of my friends' video, like eating all of my clone friends.
paying my friend $1 million to let me eat his leg, his clone leg.
Yeah. That's totally what would happen. Yes, I think James's bougie comment was pretty correct, actually.
That would be what would do it. Yeah, people like Mr. Beast would set it as being this thing to aspire to be able to do, to show you are something, and then people would start wanting to do it. It would just go like that. Celebrities and shit would do it, and then people would just start eating people.
Yeah, anything shocking. Any other thoughts then before we go to the mid-break?
I kind of fancy a nice bit of meat.
Oh, I got something growing in this petri dish for you.
Boom. Serve it up.
We'll see you after these messages.
Hey, it's me, Zeus, the god. My fully endorsed the Jar Media merchandise available in the description below.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. This is the part of the show where we thank the Patreons for their support and for making life possible. So,
thanks everyone for being born.
This is a big thank you to Alex. Please say baby for old time's sake. Lil Ducky, Big Chungus, Marines in Voy really needed my supplies, Chief, but I'm sure they'll be plenty happy to see you. Head on through the tunnel. I had a dream where James was driving along the magic roundabout in a van and Jamie was lobbing bowling balls at the other cars. Yemi the Ferret, Chef G, Chef This Beat, the Shite Mawsons in the weird end of Chippenham. Salad 549, Piss a Dick, be sure to bring more souls. I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. Adam McBride, Krusty Kamikaze, Halt Fair Maiden, for my knob juice is leaking. Argy, they don't sell poo at Sainsbury's, you can have something else. Tonight, Doug Walker joins the hunt. Diwanawanga, I have just enough holes and hands to be railed by Jar simultaneously. Nice. Onion Creature, Harriet Broadley. Walker told me I have AIDS, but not the Texas one. Hey, Vsauce Michael here. Where are your mingers? Big Cheeser, Samurai Champlo Enjoyer, Butch Pisser and the Sundance Dick. 8-year-olds today have Facebook, iPhone, and Xbox. When I was 8, I had to suck and fuck my way up prison in Tijuana. Tijuana? I don't know how to say it. Tijuana. Oi, ing, ooh, ay. Wavid Dollis. The Dupester, aka... Don't know. Patrick Hanley is a white minger. Dobby has £0 on his Xbox. Bushy Bumnut, Out of the Damn Way. AK Review Tech Blackwater. The sidekick reload animation in Halo Infinite pisses me off. That Bush, KSI, Imported Guest, Poster Boy, Poster Girl, Poster Patreons. Not worth thinking of a funny name if James is going to cut it off. Also, when will Jar watch Ninjago? The epically Jardocious Munge Fungler.
Danka to let's play a board game. I'm bored, I win. Gilbert the Awesome One. Review Tech Delta Halo. Wasso knows what the ladies like. Nate's Minifigs, check him out on Instagram. Jarvis, open Corncast 24 on YouTube. Like video. Pause at 5 seconds and dislike and report video. Close YouTube. Squidward Tennis Balls. Big Muscles TV. 011IE2. Mr. Cheesy Watsits that crunch on its head 1000. Boris Johnson versus Margaret Thatcher, dawn of Brexit. Come to in my ass. The ultimate Max Rebo fan, aka typical golden pussy enjoyer. Truth is, the douche was rigged from the start. Cobalt Rad. Tinkle Willy. AYW.
Oh, that's Russian for douche. Yeah, I searched it earlier. Douche.
Drain My Cock Johnson. Chaser the Dragon. My ancestors are smiling at me, Review Tech Tamriel. Can you say the same? Poo Devourers United. Front Ian Beale, #Beald. I've got nothing left. Filmmama.jpg Baba New. Former UFC strawweight champion and current number 2 strawweight contender Joanna Judge-Gracingstick. Blade Runner 2077. Spending a week coming up with a funny Patreon name and then they read it out and no one fucking laughs. Croaky. While I prefer you guys reading the whole names, I think showing them on screen is a good compromise. Can I get an Argy Suck? Argy Suck. Joseph Jewish Jarling. Jerking off in my local park. Doug Walker's holding James's hand softly while teaching him how to suck a cock. I had sex last night because I said Baby Shark didn't slap. James the Professional Tank Builder. Jack. Tom Fudging Armstrong. Ruben told me to change my name. That's it, I'm off the cast. Hi honey, I'm home from the future. Hi honey, I'm home Cholos. Hey, did somebody say Cholos?
I hate that one.
Fuck you. Cosmic Mapping. James gets barebacked by Watto. Shampoo for my real friends. Real poo for my sham friends. I'm going to get a detailed back piece tattoo of Argy and you can't stop me. Aaron Kavanagh.
Big thanks to I can't be bothered to change my name each week, so from now on I'll be Gunge My Clunge. Love you, James. I said that last week. For cheap and reliable coins, be sure to check out MMOGA, link in the description. Oh, is that some like phone game?
MMOGA.
T Noble Doble. MMOGA. I've never heard of that.
MMOGA.
Michael. Fuck. Michael Man 2000. Stephen is human. Connotada. Butter me up some porn on the cob. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Harbor. Fuck. On the Sad Joe show, Dr. Walker had him sit. Perhaps discussing Batman v Superman would help Joe forget Yaddle's betrayal. Katia fucking Manigan and, wait, where's David Wallace? Did he unsubscribe from us? Willie Cheese. Sir Rod Stewart is stripping down to his long, flabby, wrinkly dick and Ruben is really enjoying it. Thomas Martin. Evan Pierce. Alex recreates Tom Green's Look Daddy, I'm a Farmer scene on James's supposed huge horsecock. Quahog Police Department supports gamers. Quebec Films. Chris Warren. My dogs love ice. Aura. Cool Dip Chip. I'm the redditor of the meme that is hiding. Oh my, I found you, Minger. Don't you run from me, Lil Minger. Numa Numa Banana. Ben. Fartbag. George Kenwood Parker. Greg's. Fiddle, aka the Cream Dimension. Okay, I like that. Dream Awful 2142. The Gorillas from Sing go on a holiday to Swindon. Rutro Raggy, Raimi is going Reester of Roy. Fiona Gorman. Melvin, brother of the Joker. Tomcat. King Kong Fan 3. David Wallace. Ethan Haight. Sandy Cheeks, Hentai Watcher 23. I ported Argy into Dark Souls and he died to Pinwheel. And pooed hard. William Knowles. Acolyte. And Joe Rogan episode 1259.
Before we continue the Patreon names, a word from our sponsors at NordVPN. Gabriel Ledge, Danny G. Baselord, Review Tech Crips Dibidosa, Edgy Erica. That's it. Now I'm really cross. So I'm just the Mario Judah to your Princess Beach. Check out Nate's minifigs on Instagram. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the Rock, Dwayne Rock Johnson. Ferdia Plymian, Sam Buckley, aka Review Tech Swindon, aka sorry, I paid $20, laugh at my name. The Nien Numb follower. T Squared nades you on Guardian and says in game chat, ha, stupid noob. Sam, James violently fingers Ray William Johnson's wet trembling asshole. I challenge you to League of Legends top lane. If you use Aatrox, you're a pussy. Adam Johnston, Tom Buis, Juan Hernandez, Jam. The only thing that can stop a fully powered up nostalgia critic is David Wallace. Joel Stewart, Logie Bear, James's Jizza Jick, Connie Reed, Jake White, Big Whoops. Please do is angry video game nerd as good as they say. Gremblo, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Big Cheese, Kitapanda, 1100101, open parentheses, E, close parentheses. Canada Stone, Lucy Ty is an Asian anal queen. Local units, all units. Randy Ruins Patreon. Pip.
Pop.
Point.
Whatever happened to Epic Mealtime? Katia fucking Manigan. David Wallace says, love you, Jar, and all of the cornlings. Okay, this is the only time I'm changing my name.
Whoa, that is the first change. Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I've got a new rule idea for the long names.
Yeah.
Mm.
They get one read, and then...
No, you can have a long name if you just use punctuation.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
that's really mean.
Make it readable.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
also
nice.
It might be like a Patreon thing, though. Oh, no, there's... No, of course you can have...
Some of them are fine.
Yeah, some of them do have, like, commas and...
I'd
I
like
think
to
that's
say
fair.
I reserve the right to not read the same one, though. Like, if I end up reading the same one 2 weeks in a row, I'm not going to read the whole thing the second time if I remember. You know, if that's one I'm like, nah, I've done it before. You know, they've already heard me say that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
If you want to hear it, go back to the previous one, go to that Patreon section, listen to it, then press play again on. Yeah.
We're not horrible, we promise.
Well, why would you say that? Now everyone's going to think we're horrible.
Yeah.
I thought it was reasonable, but guess not.
Who wants to intro the second part? I want someone else to do it.
Yeah, fucking Jamie, why don't you do it?
This is the second part of the rap where the rap breaks down. It gets real intense. No one makes a sound. Everything looks like it's 8 Mile now. That's not really the opening. I don't like Eminem enough to do that kind of reference.
Eminem.
Oh,
Yes, an
I was
Eminem.
enjoying that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for introducing us to the second half of the Jar Media podcast, where we answer questions from our subreddit Reddit over at subreddit.com.
Oh man.
Fine. Flute Ninja 78 can get this moving. Unless you got something to say, really?
Well, I want some subreddit gold and some subreddit silver, actually. Thanks for the subreddit
I want the subreddit
updates.
seal.
Can I get some cheers for the edit? Thanks for the updates.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that during the Patreon segment. We're using all of the proceeds to buy Reddit coins, so give us some suggestions on who to give the funny emojis.
It's a new cryptocurrency, Reddit coin. I'm going to be investing big money.
Oh dear. Yeah, Flute Ninja 78 is going to start us off. You guys have mentioned a friend who you stopped socializing with after revealing they were Christian on JARcast 156.
No.
Have you ever
No, I've got a problem there. They're making out as if we stopped doing it. We didn't. He ran away.
They revealed that they were Christian, and that they didn't, and
then we pushed them to the side.
They just abandoned us.
The phrasing is... Yeah, the phrasing...
we
have a little bit of a problem with. I was going to bring that up,
disown one of us because they're religious. Okay, let's make that
Let me
clear.
finish just... Yeah, have you ever spoken to them since this happened, and have you found out what specific thing made them want to leave? Sorry if I phrased this question wrong. So yeah, they did actually address the phrasing of it. I suppose we probably kept it fairly vague, but this has been asked a lot, I think, on the subreddit, because recently the YouTuber Chris Stuckman kind of had a video come out about how he was like raised a Jehovah's Witness and the kind of ordeal it was leaving that, and how it like ostracizes him from his like family and stuff. It's really like dark shit. And I assume a similar thing kind of happened with what do we call him? What do we say with him?
Let's call him
Halo 3. Halo 3.
I can't refer to it as Halo 3 the whole time. That's way too.
Yeah, surely that just adds to the
let's just
confusion.
come up with a name. This is called John. Nice biblical name. Easy.
Yeah, and Halo.
Yep, easy. Yeah, we got it.
Nice
Yeah, we got
issue.
it. Nice, done. John.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure John was actually driving behind me the other day when I was going to the supermarket.
Did you
which is quite
slam your
weird.
brakes on?
Yeah, no.
Did you perform a 180?
No,
whip out your Glock from under your seat and start popping?
No, I haven't. I don't know if you guys have heard from him or anything. Even because he vanished off like social media and everything too. So even seeing anything there is like.
I'm sure I still have a phone number. Whether or not.
Yeah, I've probably got the phone number too somewhere, but.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing. The situation that happened is me and Jamie did not actually say anything when it happened. We weren't involved. I think
You were more than Jim.
yeah, because Jamie was in America at this time actually. So Jamie was not
Mhm.
even in the country. Was not on like WhatsApp or whatever. And then he just sent a message, and then I think you two talked to him. But I didn't. I was kind of I held back on talking, so I haven't talked to him when it happened, and I've not had any communication since.
Oh, really?
He's
Because yeah, they asked in the question, what was the specific thing that made them want to leave? I think
we
we
were
offhand
viewed
like
as sinners,
made fun of
basically.
Christianity.
no, we offhand
Yeah.
made fun of every religion. Is what we did.
Yeah, no,
he
that's what
viewed
I was
us
gonna
as
say, though.
the sinners who enjoyed the devil's fruits or some shit. Like video
Yeah, it was
games
the typical
like
thing
Halo.
where it's
We
like-
weren't allowed to like video games. That was like, I left that behind.
His
I
favorite, that was
can't.
the funny thing. His favorite fucking game ever was Halo. The themes of that game, like, it's like, what kind of dissonance? do you
Yeah,
have to
like
have, but-
humanity and science and technology will prevail over fucking zealotry. That's
over the the didactic fucking covenant. Yeah, but yeah, it was the typical like, everything's okay to make fun of until it's my thing. It's like you can make fun of every other religion, but
Yeah.
once it comes around, then
Yeah, I mean, I remember
no, I don't
I
think so.
pressed him about it and asked for views on different things, and it was the real
Yeah.
gay's bad, all that kind of shit. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not really someone I could have at that point remained good pals with into the future. I don't.
That's
think.
the thing. Like, if it went a bit deeper, like his beliefs were a bit more, not like creationist. So
Yeah.
this sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, because
Oh yeah. Well, to me, it just screamed like cowardly. Just wanted
Mhm.
an answer that placated them, gave them a place and a role in the world. That's it. Just live and die like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Which to me is
Yeah.
it's embarrassing and cowardly. Yeah, fuck it. to be that way.
Yeah, I do.
Not to be
yeah.
a Christian. I want to differentiate between being a Christian and then just him specifically. It was just like
yeah, the religion almost doesn't matter. It could be
Yeah.
just any
it could any
radical
old bullshit.
kind of group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he blocked us on everything. I'm pretty sure he left and made sure we couldn't contact him.
Which he's
There's
already
no
done
way-
before
No.
anyway.
No, because he'd maybe after because he left that group chat where I guess he saw the meme that upset him.
Yeah.
But then I know at least Ruben and I were privately messaging him.
Which at the
to see
time, though,
what
I'm
was
pretty
up.
sure that group chat that he was in was called the P-Hub Club. The Pornhub Club.
Yeah, it was. I have a screenshot of
Yeah.
it.
We've still got the
Yeah.
chat. The chat
we do,
is still in the same condition when he left. Nothing's changed. It's identical.
Yeah.
I have a screenshot just called "lol John go lol."
Yeah, I guess it was like he was testing his faith, but we were just like there to test his allegiance. In the end, that's how it always comes around, isn't it?
I have to show you this screenshot. I can't believe that we did this. I'm sorry to anyone listening because I'm not sure. Anyone who's listening, you won't be able to see it anyway. And anyone that's watching, I don't even know if we'll be able to show you it, to be perfectly honest. I just gotta find it.
Yeah, I'm scared to open whatever it is on my PC while it's recording. So. 'Cause I can't find my phone for some reason. Oh no, I found it. Oh, did you put it on Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But I think I don't know if it was before or after that he left.
No, it was basically directly after that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, at the time of the screenshot, he's not in it. It's just.
Oh yeah.
No, but
And it was called the dog Brian ? At the time.
no. This
Sorry
is
about that.
no. This it gets worse because I'm looking at the chat now, and we say something that's stupidly like yikesy, and then he leaves. Like I say.
Well, we're also pretty sure that
Okay.
his partner who'd sort of indoctrinated him into this bizarre, not even like normal church, more just like a religious sort of group in like a community center.
That's right,
Pretty
because he
sure
gave
that-
me like the address.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure
He
they
said he should go down.
they used sort of his phone and monitored his phone activity anyway. So
Oh, you were thinking it went that deep?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because
It
at
must have,
times
'cause
it wasn't like speaking to him; it was like a different human being.
Yeah, that's what was so like sad about it, because you could see, and he like kept bringing up how he'd been feeling much like happier at the time, but then I guess the the claws came back.
But
Yeah, it is fucked up. It's like I feel like everyone has like that. Oh, that guy who went and joined the cult. Maybe they just know of someone who's done that. So now all the Jarlings know of someone at least.
yeah,
Are you
we
allowed to
have
call
a
it-
cult friend.
Are you allowed to call it a cult if it's just like a sub-Christianity thing?
Well, I think there was like a load of mystery behind it, so
Well, I
think
think
that makes
sizable
it
donations.
so many more question marks.
Yeah, sizable donations
Mhm.
seem to be being given as well to it. Not in like the normal way, in the bad way.
Right.
In the Scientology kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does prey on certain families. It sucks. Let's lighten the mood then with this one from Nat Figure. How do you feel about more and more TV series being added to Letterboxd? Lately I've been seeing a lot more crop up, like Cowboy Bebop and even Breaking Bad, taking up spots on the highest rated titles. And also, does Jim not like Letterboxd anymore, or has he just not watched a movie since seeing The House?
The House. The fuck is
Yeah, I guess you don't use the I don't know what the house is. You're the one. It's on your Letterboxd.
Oh, the house. Yeah. I just can't be bothered to like write reviews anymore.
Yeah, I've kind of given up for now. I'm using it for like the main reason I like the app to begin with is just like a diary, but so I remember what I've seen.
Yeah,
Also, just nice UI. You know, much nicer to look at than IMDb.
Yeah. It is like it's like a problem on IMDb too, where like the way TV series rating works is like completely different to the way movies do. So TV shows tend to have like really high scores, and it's like the same thing on Letterboxd. It's just make your mind up, you know. I just want just commit to one. Like IMDb is committed to having both. Just have that be the one that has them all. I don't think Letterboxd needs TV. Because it like just arbitrarily picks, like, yeah, Band of Brothers deserves to be on, but this other one doesn't. And so, well, it's not really a movie.
I guess it's just for miniseries, isn't it? That's how they do it. It's just like single season.
So Breaking Bad's on there, isn't it?
Is Breaking Bad on Letterboxd?
Well, what happens is people try and add things, and they stay for a while, and then Letterboxd removes them. Like, loads of jar things have been on it before.
Yeah, I want to say the normal episode was on it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Which should have stayed.
Yeah, and it obviously... Yeah, all that stuff's allowed on IMDb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are they to be gatekeepers of what counts as cinema and what doesn't?
Exactly, this is what I'm saying.
So it sets an unpleasant precedent, and we must fight it.
With that said, though, I think Letterboxd should be just for movies.
Yeah, maybe no miniseries at all. As much as I'd like being able to rate something like Chernobyl on there and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I've given that a little rating. It's just maybe none of them should be on there.
Make our own app.
Where do you stand on short films then? Because I find that fucks up the app in terms of the like OCD achievement hunting thing. Like if I go on like a director that I love, and it says like you've seen like 23% of their movies. So what? Because they made like 30 shorts that you'll never be able to find. So it just clogs up the whole thing.
Well, I mean...
Shorts need their own section, damn it.
Yeah, their own app.
Well, I think at that point, though, like, the director has chosen to, like, self-identify that as being a short film. So then why couldn't we just consider the normal episode a film of sorts? You know, so at that point,
exactly, yeah.
it's all a little bit,
it makes
it's all a little bit
all fall
fucked
apart.
Up. Yeah, it's all a bit fucked up and gatekeepery.
In their terms of service.
We choose. We decide.
I don't decide.
Jim doesn't decide.
Not anymore.
r/Jar Media has one for us. Has Alex ever been known as Lex, Xander, or Al?
I mean,
never Lex,
Al Kid.
Never Xander.
No, I've heard Lex be used as like a joke. Definitely heard Lex be used. I'm sure I've heard Jim say Lex.
Oh, I don't really count the Jim meme ones.
Oh, I'm just
the only one out of those three consistently is Al.
Yeah.
I think my parents call me Al.
Yeah,
I can't
Al
keep track of it. No, he's saying our kid because it's like a northern thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Our kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's Al in it, so therefore
it does kind of sound like Al, but. And James House says, saw on the Jar Media document in the last episode that Alex has finished
Sekiro.
With this in mind, would like him to elaborate on his thoughts on the game as a whole, such as favourite bosses and stuff. I'm sure the From Software follower Jamie would have some golden nuggets to add too. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say on it, aside from I finally beat it. I guess it's the first From game I've ever completed. It does test your mettle. The last boss had me trapped for like days. And Jim reckoned it was like,
no, pretty easy.
That's not what I said at all.
I was like, I did it like 50 times in a row, and then I texted you like, is this boss like really hard or something? You're like, nah.
Oh, I thought I was assuming you hadn't tried him yet. So I was trying to like be optimistic and shit. And because the way I found that last boss, I was like, I'm just never gonna be able to beat it. And then I did it like one more time, and then I just did it. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to explain to you.
Oh, okay. It's got like 4 phases. Well, not phases. Well, kind of does, doesn't it, actually? Yeah, the boss does have just 4 phases straight up, and it's
Yeah.
such a long fight. But like all the other bosses, it's just figuring out what they're capable of and adapting to it. Yeah, really fun. Going through it again already, but then Genichiro killed me, so I stopped. I think I've gone overload on it, but as far as favourite bosses, I do like the Guardian Ape a lot. I think it's kind of awesome.
I imagine
I
you
just like the whole centipede thing.
you must like the demon. Did you find that one quite fun?
I like the lore, like, story bit of that, but I fucking hate the boss. It's just like, when you're playing kind of a tough game and you, like, know you're near the end, and it just, fuck, it starts to weigh on you, and you know that if you just give up, you're never gonna, like, complete it, so you, like, have to push through.
I have that with, like,
I'd
easy
recommend
games. like with Cyberpunk. I'd left it at a point where I was like, I just want to wrap up the side stuff before I finish it, but didn't want to. I had to really push myself to do it.
Got my refund the other day for my Xbox purchase, which I'm pretty happy about. Did you read the like Jason Schreier article on all the, like, behind the scenes of Cyberpunk?
Because they released that 5-minute video. Is it in response to that? Because I didn't watch that.
No. It's like, Jason Schreier used to work at Kotaku. He was like the one actual, like, investigative journalist who's had some good shit coming out of there, and he did that Destiny article and stuff. Yeah, he's done one, I think it's on Bloomberg now, instead of Kotaku, on Cyberpunk, and it's like just what you'd expect, where they were like trying to make 2 games. They were like trying to make the engine or something at the same time as like make the game, so it was like really truncated, and apparently development didn't start till like 2016, and yeah, a lot of like illuminating stuff about it.
I was thinking, because I was trying to remember when I saw that it's called Red Engine, isn't it? Is that what they call it? Yeah. I was trying to remember, like, was The Witcher made in that? I was having to rack my brain. I was like, I don't know. Either way, when I first launched, I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about that already. There being a new engine, that always scares me.
Yeah, because they're saying how the devs, like, inside, like, they thought the release date was like a joke, and that based on their timeline, the game would be ready by 2022. Like, from the devs' perspective, so it basically did just boil down to a bunch of higher-ups who, like, wanted certain numbers to hit certain peaks and everything, so...
Apparently a big part of it was them releasing it before the next generation consoles, so they could double dip.
Yeah, so it's all just gross stuff, and they've potentially fucked their goodwill, because holy fuck did they have goodwill after Witcher 3, and now it's like the complete opposite end.
That was a huge part of why they've done such a bad job as well, because they kept saying, like, we made The Witcher 3, like, we can do anything. So, like,
it's
ego.
not the time to, like, it is ego. And, like, because there's a quote from Inside where the devs were asking, like, how are we supposed to make a game like this in such a short amount of time? Like, we've never made anything like this before. It's a huge jump from Witcher. And they were like, one of the higher ups was like, yeah, we'll like figure it out as we go along, like we did on The Witcher. It's like that.
How can you figure out? Like, it's like, what was the budget of that game? It's like, let's just gamble like $100 million or more dollars.
Yeah, I think it was 200 million for advertising and like 130 or 40 for production. So
what the fuck? Yeah, let's just gamble.
Insane. Yeah, it is really sad because they were trying to make a game with the scope and ambition of like Red Dead 2, which had like 1,000+ people working on it. For then, in half the time, like they got a few hundred people, I think, at CD Projekt, like 300 or something. So how? It just doesn't make any sense when you like see it all on paper at the end.
How did we even end up talking about that?
Oh, I know how. You said Sekiro and not finishing games, and I mentioned Cyberpunk. Even with easy games, sometimes I'm just like, I can't bother now. We're at the end, and I know how the fuck it'll end, and I don't give a shit anymore. The journey's always more interesting to me anyway than the fucking end. That's just I prefer the middle part of like games, and then by the time I'm like,
A lot of games have bad endings too. So
Well, yeah, they don't
doesn't
really,
help.
they don't do anything exciting with the mechanics of the game or anything like that. They don't. So I'm just like, well, I've sort of experienced everything now. Like, does it show how a video game story can become unimportant, eventually? And it's like, because they're not often they're not really that good. So then by the time you're at the ending and the game has no more to offer you in terms of the game, you don't really care to see what the rest of the story is because, well, I've experienced everything else. Just be shit.
Yeah, what's like the urgency like in Cyberpunk? Because I remember like noticing that in like these open world games where there's just like there's like a complete disconnect between the main story and all the side stuff.
That's the thing. The game sort of suggests to you from the get-go that it makes you think there are stakes in terms of how much time you take to do things in the way that something like Deus Ex actually does in certain missions. And I was thinking, is this game... I couldn't work out at first. Like, is this game serious with its time or not? Is it just video game time where I can do what I want? But yeah, that was the main thing. I was trying to tie up all this side stuff before I went into the last mission. And to be honest with you, it didn't flow together in a way that was very nice, where it was like, I naturally, like in The Witcher, I pretty naturally weave between a bit of story, bit of story side, and it worked very nicely. But in Cyberpunk, they don't run alongside each other in a way that's where they're like complementing. They just run parallel, and then you just have to stop eventually and say, okay, I guess I'll do that for a bit. And it's not very natural. So by the end, I had all this side bullshit stacked up, and I wanted to experience it because I knew it would make the ending better, because I could tell it was one of those games where it's like, well, I have to, or else the ending will be shit. And it was kind of like, I felt obligated to finish it, not because I wanted to, just because I was like, I probably should.
It is like an underappreciated thing for these big like projects about like managing your scope and ambition. Like, it's good to have ambition, but you also need to understand what you can actually achieve with your resources. So it's all well and good like saying you're going to be the next Rockstar game, but if you can't deliver, like, it just seems obvious that it's going to just piss everyone off. And you've seen it time and time again. Destiny, No Man's Sky, fucking this is now on the pile. Jesus Christ. Stop getting hyped. And I looked at the old Jar channel randomly the other day, and it reminded me I released like a blab on the early No Man's Sky shit saying like, why is everyone so excited for this game? And I remember getting loads of shit in the comments from people, and it's just like it's the exact same behavior. It's the same thing that's like still happening. We just haven't learned.
No. On the subject of this, Ubisoft, Star Wars, open world game,
and it's made by the Division people. Well, because the Division is good and all, but it's not really the game I want for fucking Star Wars. That's not what I don't want that.
Yeah, is the implication that it is going to be like a Destiny clone thing? Like
you would think, but then again, it might just be that the Division developers are just really good at making open worlds and making them feel very
detailed. I have no problem with a Star Wars like third-person shooter using like the shooting mechanics or something in some way.
I just don't know.
But it's more like, how is it going to be framed? I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah, that's the thing that worries me. I can't actually remember the last Ubisoft game that I just thought, wow, that's genuinely just a good game.
I don't think there is one.
Yeah, because
Ghost
I was like really on them for a time.
We had a good time playing that.
Playing what, sorry?
Ghost Recon Wildlands was actually quite a lot of fun.
Yeah, but again, it was just bogged down by the usual shit.
Yeah,
well, they can't help themselves.
Yeah,
and it's just too long.
The longer the game was out, the longer the game was out as well, the worse they made it.
Yeah,
which was really upsetting because it was actually very fucking cool at first, and then they fucked it.
Yeah, I remember really liking them around. There was like a chunk of Assassin's Creed games that were fun for the time, I guess.
Yeah, it was basically
Black Flag
everything
was
up
really
to 4.
good. Far Cry 3 was really good.
Far Cry 4 was
Blood
pretty
Dragon
fun.
was awesome. Didn't Ubisoft release like a bunch of the Rayman games? They were awesome. The
Rayman games.
Child of Light,
World
which I
War
never
II
played.
game, or was it World War One? I can't remember.
World War
One, I think.
Valiant Hearts.
Well, I never played Child of Light, but you guys, I think you two.
Child of Light as well. Yeah, they had some cool stuff, and I
Yeah,
guess
but they just stopped.
they just abandoned it. Yeah, I really wanted like a final Rayman game too for that like trilogy. I really like those games, but I guess it's not going to happen. Maybe he'll be in Smash. Who knows?
It won't be. Smash is dead. The important question is, what's the next COD going to be?
That's not the important question.
It is
this
the
is
important
though,
question.
from
It's gonna
Set
be Modern
Economy
Warfare 2.
4140.
It can't be
That's
Modern
what it's
Warfare
gonna
2 because it's on a 3-year development span. So there's going to be one before Modern Warfare 2.
No, but they changed that. They threw that 3-year thing out the window, didn't they?
Yeah, they had to make it 2. That's why, because obviously they brought in loads of studios to finish Cold War, and even then it's a half-finished game, IMO. So it's gonna be Modern Warfare 2. I just can't imagine having to complete every season of Modern Warfare again. He's
Yeah, I
not
can't do it. I want a
Yeah, by the
life.
time that there's been like a trend in the games industry for like 5+ years. Wait, how old are like battle passes and shit now anyway? Like I
But
can't.
they started with Fortnite last
Yeah.
year.
3
Like year
years.
before.
How old is Fortnite now?
3 years, 2017.
Fuck.
So yeah, it nearly has been. God, they're not going to go away anytime
They
soon
are.
either. It seems to.
People are going to realise
Do you really
that
think so?
you can just get content that's free.
No, they aren't. Because
No,
people,
that's
What?
not going to happen.
the
I'm
fear of missing
joking.
out has gotten too powerful.
It's the ultimate microtransaction
It is.
for them.
It will
Yeah.
evolve into something else though.
Yeah.
It will.
Something worse or better. do
No
you think?
worse. It only gets worse.
It always has to get worse and then it gets better.
Yeah, someone has to just push it just a bit too far.
Yeah,
just
this
a little
is the
bit
good
too
part
far.
of it. Like, it gets worse from here.
What was the good part of like the online pass? You remember that?
Yeah, that was the low.
There was no good part because that was just EA exclusively being assholes.
PlayStation did it too, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like Uncharted and
Sony
stuff.
were fucking cocks as well for that. So
Anyway, yeah, Set Economy 4140 as the penultimate one for us. I haven't ever really been a big gamer, but I'm getting an Xbox One and wanted to know if you have any suggestions for essential games. I'm quite intrigued by the likes of Halo and Mass Effect, and for James, what about Max Payne? Also, when will the next Antizula be? Antizula doesn't work like that. What are you talking about?
Untizula
just like a
doesn't
child.
work like that.
You don't know how Antizula works. You never even liked Antizula.
We're so programmed to want like the next thing. It's like, what's
Yeah.
the next season of
The
Antizula
fucking
coming?
Antizula Battle Pass.
well, gotta play
Yeah,
Halo.
what do you suggest?
And Mass Effect, I would just say if you want to play that, to wait until the collection releases and see if it actually, make sure it's not like fuck.
I've been thinking about this. Is the Mass Effect trilogy a must-play by today's standards?
No.
now? I'm really curious.
No.
I
There's
don't
only
think
I
one
would say
good
2
game.
is.
Yeah,
I'd
maybe
say-
just
No, I would
2
say
by
play 2.
itself.
What you should do,
Yeah, you can easily just play 2 on its own and no
play
others.
2. Just play 2 because it's got all the Mass Effect 1 songs in it anyway, and that's the best part about Mass Effect 1. So just play Mass Effect 2.
Well, the best part of Mass Effect 1 is like the world building, and it gives you so much like to explore in the codex and everything, and,
and the
going around the Citadel
and the
stuff.
soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack was really good, and the maps were bigger and all this. But 2, it's got the story, it's got like the whole ensemble of characters and stuff. Yeah, I would say 2. 3 gets messy, has a bunch of like, clearly thrown in shit because EA forced them to put it in there type stuff. But
Well, see,
yeah, Red Dead 2. Don't start with Red Dead 2 though, because it will just make a bunch of other games seem so shit in comparison.
so what you should do is you should start with Warriors of Uchi 3.
Fuck you. Dark Souls 1 and 3
No.
and Sekiro.
I think
Fuck
I
you.
would honestly just say to start. I think one of the Halo games is a really good place to
No,
start.
yeah, the Halo trilogy, Halo 1, 2, and 3.
Halo 1,
Don't
2,
play
and
4,
just get the
don't play
MCC.
5.
Yeah, don't play 4 or 5. Play ODST if you like 3, and if you
Yeah.
don't like Halo 3, then I don't know, sell your Xbox or something.
That's another one. Do you think Halo 3 like holds up? If
Yes.
you're like showing it to like a kid, would they care?
Halo 3 is fucking awesome. Put them in a tank or some shit. Shit's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. What I guess it doesn't have the Fortnite like pass and stuff, and I don't know what
Well,
keeps
it
them
depends, like,
As a
what,
kid, I guess.
yeah, it depends what they're looking for.
Yeah.
playing. True.
Those kids are just looking to have like exclusive shit all the time. Feel like they've got some hype bullshit before their friends have.
Black Ops 1.
Damn, yeah.
That is a game worth experiencing.
What? Because of the campaign?
Yeah, the
Surely
campaign's great.
Modern Warfare.
No, Black Ops is
No,
better
Black
than
Ops
the
1
first
is
one.
a way better campaign.
Yeah, COD
Yeah.
4 is fucking stupid.
It's decent.
Yeah,
But
it's decent. Black
it's
Ops
not-
is better.
Yeah. Basically, like, yeah.
Like, but then you should play Black Ops 2 because that's a good game.
No, just
No.
don't.
Yeah,
Don't
just
play Black
Black
Ops.
So yeah, you know, you got to play the Halo trilogy. You should probably play. I don't know what else is there. Red Dead or
Limbo
something.
and Inside.
Yeah, Red Dead
Yeah.
1.
I like.
It might be a bit aged.
It depends. It depends how far you're willing to go back. I think something like an Inside would be a good one to jump in with, or a Halo campaign, because they are fairly short. You know, you don't want to jump in the deep end right away. Like, I wouldn't say to start with Sekiro personally.
I'd
Well,
say
maybe
to
you've
start
got
with
the-
Dark Souls 1, then 3, then Sekiro. That's what I'd say.
See, I disagree.
Shut up.
I don't think they're games to get into like your first experience of.
It depends if you consider yourself a human being or a fucking mouse.
Right. Let's end on this one from r/JARmedia. Have there been any updates to the JARchive RSS feed pre-episode 130 on audio platforms like Spotify? Yeah, this is something we've had on the back burner. I think I actually have all the audio files now. It's just a case of going through and uploading them all one by one, which I guess I'll have to start doing at some point. I don't know, COVID's kind of thrown a lot of shit off that I was planning on doing sooner, but yeah, I thought I'd just throw that out there. Actually, no, let's end on this one from Absolutely Bonkers, mate. What herbs and spices do you use the most when cooking? I personally use unholy amounts of smoked paprika in just about anything I make. And paprika is very yummy.
Yeah, so that's a good answer off the bat.
I mean, yeah, paprika and cumin. Those are the sort of primary ones. Paprika, cumin, hot chili powder, and
Yeah, like chili flakes.
I used to use garlic powder. Yeah, loads of chili flakes. Yeah, used to use garlic powder, but now I just have garlic on hand more often because I live nearer the shops and shit. So,
yeah,
yeah.
garlic has to go in everything.
Salt, pepper has to go into pretty much of everything, just because
Yeah.
there's no fucking harm at all. Especially salt, because it obviously enhances other flavors. Yeah, definitely paprika, cumin, and chili powder. Though those are the three. Like, yeah, if I'm cooking, it's probably gonna have those things in it.
Yeah, I just have them on the side at all times.
See, this is not directly about powders, but I have been trying quite a variety of chili sauces recently with food, and it makes food like enjoyable. Food is worth eating because there's chili sauces.
Damn, you've really changed around on the sauce thing.
I can't get enough. I can't do it anymore. Like, I can't not have hot things. It's got to hurt me. Every meal's got to hurt me. That's satisfaction.
You
now.
could marinate some like chicken in the sauce or something.
That's what I'm gonna start
That'd be
doing.
nice.
Because I, got these nice ones and they're so good, and it's like it's the perfect heat level because it's like my lips fucking tingle, my mouth hurts, but it feels good. It feels
Yeah,
good.
endorphins, man.
I can't stop, and I'm not going to stop. But I'm gonna make more food with chili stuff, and it's gonna be bomb.
Do you have any you want to throw out, Jim?
I don't think I do.
Suet.
I try to keep it varied with the types of meals I do and like where like in the world the recipe comes from and shit. So I don't really have like a
Mhm.
a wheelhouse of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously turmeric would go in if I was making a curry as well as instead of like.
Yeah, exactly.
What would to be honest, yeah, that's the thing. It does. I mean, my cupboard. There are a lot of fucking seasoning powders in there, like a lot. So herbs and spices. Sorry, not seasoning powders. Fucking spices and shit.
It is just the trick to make things nice. It's like stock and herbs and spices.
Man, I've got
It's
a
just like
recipe for the
cheat.
gang. Actually, I've got a recipe for all. I'm gonna share it with you in a minute. It doesn't
What is
matter.
it?
It's just this pork rice thing that you said about stock, and it's you just put this. You know, you fry like rough cut onion and pepper and pork together with relevant spices, and then you put stock on it and put rice in with that, and then you leave it for like 20 minutes just doing its thing, and then it's all just soft. It's just gack, you know. It's soft gack, and it's delicious.
The stocks in rice thing is just a good trick all round, you know.
But yeah, I'm gonna share the recipe with in a minute.
Well, that's made me fucking hungry, and I don't know. I've got to eat, guys. Don't know about you. This has been 25 for the books. Anyone have any final
I do.
Pixar moms to throw out there?
Okay, go on then. Share your Pixar mom, James.
I am the Pixar mom. That is
Pixel
Anna.
mom.
The Pixar mom.
You're the Pixar dad of Jar, though.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true. Who's the
Wait.
mom
Ruben.
I take on this responsibility with pride.
I'll add it to the list.
Argy stuck. Argy suck. Argy suck. Argy suck.
Pixar moms suck.
Argy suck.